Hello everyone, my name is Asmagon, also known as Alec Winchester. I am the CEO and main designer, writer, publisher, everything under the sun. I wear a lot of hats when it comes to this project, Warglaive Gothic, which leads me to welcoming you all to this month of April's update. It might get out a little later than I was intending, but here I am recording it. It's the 2nd, actually, of May. But the update, the footage, most of it's been done over the course of April. A good chunk of it towards the end of April. So, yeah, let's just get right into it. Alright, so first things first, we have the comic update. So, with the comic, it just got started and was only just recently announced, so there isn't a lot to go over with where it's at. Right now, the first issue of the comic, and the goal right now with the comic is it's going to be several short comic slash small comic issues that all are one continuous story until the final one. If it does well enough, maybe I'll do like a full-blown comic series, like graphic novel style. But currently the plan right now is to put together several smaller issues, and what I mean by that is less than 10 pages of graphics for a given comic, or all going over the narrative of the Warborn character of Rokan. And I'm not going to say much more than that, as I don't want to spoil anything. I want you actually guys to experience the story fresh, as opposed to me accidentally giving it to you in pieces as I work on the comic. I just want to get it out to you in an actual unique piece that you guys get to experience fresh. So with that being said, probably with this next month's update, May I believe, there won't be much coverage in regards to the comic. I'll give you guys, that's if I don't get the update done for the first issue. As in, if I don't finish the first issue within the month of May, I will just simply leave you guys off with probably just a quick or small snippet in the next monthly update, just saying, hey, here's where I'm at. I'll give you guys a generic or general idea of where it is completion wise, but I can't really go into much more detail than that. I'm not going to talk about too much of the narrative that's going on. I'm certainly not going to show you guys the comic past a certain number of pages, so nothing is spoiled for you guys. That's currently the plan that's ongoing, and that's the one I'm sticking with for the comic. But that being said, for this very first update for the comic, you guys are seeing footage of me working on it in the background, and you guys are I think I'm going to show right here or somewhere. I'm going to show off a work in progress snapshot of where I am overall. Next up to talk about is the 3D front of Warglaive Gothic and how the updates have been going with that. I have done a successful set of test prints in regards to the Gretsch Ghoul pre-assembled version number 1. No, that's a bit of a mouthful, but essentially the pre-assembled variant of the Gretsch Ghoul model, which is the basic infantry of the Gretsch faction within Warglaive Gothic. The very first variant is pretty much done. It's looking pretty good, if I do say so myself. I did just finish painting it, so I'm going to show that off as well here. It printed well, it painted well. The model I printed here, though, I will admit is a bit of a larger scale. I buffed it up a little bit so I could get all the details in. But the actual proper normal one, I did also do a test print for the 25mm base one, which is going to be the actual standard and going to be what they're all going to be designed after. That one came out pretty much perfect as well, so I'm really happy with how they printed. I'm really happy with my pre-supports. So currently, as of right now, a little bit later, I've got the whole thing ready to be put up on Patreon. It should be up by the time you guys see this update video. But yes, so the Gretsch Ghoul model is available over there, and also I'll take this opportunity to let you guys know the other STLs that are available. I got a set of geometric quote-unquote industrial bases are also available over on the Patreon. It comes included with the $5 and up patrons. With that, you also have the Gretsch Tomb Maker models, and soon, hopefully, I'll also have the Gretsch Brute available. Perhaps by the time this is being uploaded and available to you guys to see, it'll already be up on the Patreon. If not, I apologize for its lateness, and it will be done as soon as possible. The plan with the 3D going forward after I finish up the Gretsch Brute model, the pre-assembled version anyway, is I am currently debating on whether to jump into making the sub-assembly variants, or sub-assembly bits, I should say, of each of these models and then out of those make like the fully assembled models, and then just have a bunch of STLs thrown up onto the Patreon over the course of May and perhaps into the next month. I also want to try and do some hard surface sculpts and models for the other human factions, because as of right now there's not a lot being done for them on the 3D front, because I don't have access to my normal 3D modeling software that I like to use for hard surface, which is Maya. But I know there's a way to do it in ZBrush. It's frustrating to do, at least for me. But maybe with enough practice, I'll take that back. But for now, I'm debating on several routes to take in regards to the 3D material for the month of May. But it's looking very much like I'm going to work on the sub-assemblies. Also, quick update I say quick, update on the writing of the proper novel, not the comic. The comic, again, first issue is all written up and the overall writing is blocked out for that. But the writing for the novel, the chapter book novel of the Melina novel, that is still underway. It's still being worked on. It hasn't been set aside for the comic's sake. I do want to keep that progressing forward. Right now, I believe I'm on chapter 7 or 8 in terms of like refining it a little bit. And plus, I've gotten some notes from some test readers I've been showing it off to. So some of you who are watching this will be those test readers. Hope you guys have been enjoying it so far. But I've gotten some notes from them that I have to implement. Some issues that they've been having with the way it's written, and some of it I can fix up. So I have to go back and with the stuff that I already thought was refined, now needs to be further refined. That being said, I'm still progressing forward and hopefully the whole thing will have like a rough draft completion. I don't think the month of May is going to be enough time to do it, especially with everything else on my plate. 3D modeling and designing for the sculpts. I'm right now putting the rules practice on pause, but the comic is also pretty demanding for time because it's also it's drawing, it's sketching, it's making sure everything is blocked out as I have scripted it. So there's plenty to do there. Plus, I'm also trying to make a little time on the side to maybe make a couple of just fun videos to put up on the Asmogon channel or the gaming channel. And plus, I do have a girlfriend who would like to see me from time to time, so I do got to make time for her on the side as well. So, yeah, lots going on. Lots I got to make room for right now. But progress has been pretty dang good. Additionally, there's like one other thing I'm going to bring up. I have a prototype kind of alpha set up for like the data sheets for given units and models within Warglaive Gothic. I think I'll show it like here or here maybe. But on the side of me, there's a view of that. Everything's been blocked out on it, like the point value of the model. I preview a picture of like an art picture of it, and then also a preview of what the model looks like. keywords, the types of weapons and armor they'll use, their core stats. That's all been kind of blocked out, and that's gonna, that's gonna hopefully be the permanent one, but it might be changed in small ways. We'll see. But yeah, the rules have been worked on in some small ways. But like I said, most of my work right now is going into the comic, the novel, and the 3D models. That way, there's actual more value to the Patreon for you wonderful people who have been supporting over there for a long time. I want you guys to really feel like there's value in continuing to support the project, and you feel like you're getting properly fed a good amount of the overall things that are going in for Warglaive. Again, the comic, the novel, and most importantly, the STLs and models that will serve as the game pieces. That has been a time consumer. Editing Asmo here. I wanted to also kind of throw this into the video last minute to include with the monthly update. I put in a Patreon poll like yesterday, 22 hours ago. And it was just asking all the patrons, like, hey, what's your feelings on Warglaive's progress so far? At the very least for the last couple of months. And out of it, only 5 people have voted so far. I'm going to leave it active for a while longer. But the general consensus is nobody has been overtly disappointed or frustrated, but 40% were merely content, which for 40% out of 5 people who voted is just 2 people. 2 people were pleased with the progress, which means they were positive towards it, but they weren't like over the moon. And only 1 person was like, yes, you're great, I love the progress, it's amazing. I would like to apologize to the people who said that they were merely content. That's not good enough for me. I want you guys to feel genuinely pleased and, if anything, over the moon about the progress. And if content is how you're feeling, then I am failing, and I apologize directly to you guys. I'm so sorry. I'll be doing my absolute best to burn the midnight oil and change that perspective to overtly positive. So just want to throw that in real quick, and on with the video. So overall, that is the update for the month of April. There was a lot done over the course of that month. There's still a lot to do. If anything, I don't think I see an end to how much I have to work on for the next 5 to 6 decades of my life. But I'm glad to be making as much progress as I am, and I would like to take this time to remind you guys that I'm just one guy, and if anyone feels disappointed or feels that it's not happening fast enough, or it doesn't feel like there's been as much progress, just whenever you feel like that, please take time to consider that fact that I'm on my own. I have no one else helping me with this, and I don't have the money to hire other people to do this. I barely have enough money to keep myself afloat while investing money into everything I need to get Warglaive done. It's not cheap to afford all this, and that's why I appreciate the patrons so much. You guys have really kept me afloat, kept me alive, and kept this project in the realm of possibility. It's been a struggle, but again, I'm on my own. I just want to stress that, because I think I think it needs to be said at least once in a while. It can be easy to forget that fact. But yeah, I'm wearing every hat in this right now. And even the freelancer, I have Pyrrhus of Epirus, who is one of the most talented artists I've ever seen in my entire life. He is very, very, very skilled, and is just the person behind the art as well is also amazing. But he's a freelancer. He's not under the payroll for me, and I can only afford to hire him on a very rare occasion where I've scrounged enough cash on the side to pay him for his amazing work, and with amazing talent comes amazing price tags. But as it is right now, because of that talent, because of that skill, because of who he is, he's not available for me for more concept art. That's why there hasn't been any new concept art in so long, and I just don't feel right hiring another artist to do it, because it won't look right. I can hire another artist to do comic pages maybe if I can't do all of them, because my art's pretty replicable. I would say it's not super amazing. It's not like the high artistry that Pyrrhus is, but it's decent, it's good, and I think it's serviceable. But for art on that level, for the concept art, for the greater Warglaive, portraits and showcasing the greater concept art, I would have no one else but him touch it. I don't trust any other artist to be as on point with it as he has been. So that's why I would also like to say, if you guys are expecting concept art anytime soon, I might be able to do some sketches here and there that look good, that look decent, that look well above average. I would argue for my skill, but the purist touch, the purist level, that's going to be a long time to go. But it's worth it, and I hope you guys agree with me that it's worth it. His art has really brought the visual side of Warglaive to life, and has really helped me in the process of modeling and sculpting and putting together everything. So yeah, I just want to note that. I want to note that when it comes to everything else, I'm on my own. I'll even end up self-publishing the novel and the comics. So there's a lot, and I just want you guys to keep that in mind as we go about. And I'd like to take this time to also thank my patrons. Everybody who's given money and everybody who's supported, and this includes people who have stopped supporting or have ceased their support due to financial reasons, or just simply perhaps the project just became a little too slow for them. But regardless, I'd like to thank everybody who's given money at all to the project over the course of its existence. So we're gonna go down the list. Forgive me, I do have to read them off because there is quite a few of you who have helped over the course of the project's life. But I'd like to thank the current patrons right now: Captain Caboose, Sophiel or Sil, Ollie the Troll, Andrew, Tangular or Tangular. I always go back and forth on the pronunciation. Nathan X2000, Noxera's Death Knell, Tech Priest Alex, Luke Jones, Telcree, Gavin Isaacs, Micah Whitley, Jacob Jones illustration, Benjamin Close, Debino, Arctic Hand, Ball, Dragonus Wolford. Sorry, I'm actually reading from full list. So this is all patrons who've supported the project. This isn't also including non-current patrons. My apologies. But Ball, Dragonus Wolford, Zegan, Raul Garcia, Alex Cole, Ultra Beast, Quentin Quibido, Mr. Greg 89, 1DVS Bastard, or Bastardy. I think I said that right. Catherine Capasso, Joey Joestar, Funny Music Man, and Daniel Dmitriev. Thank you guys so much for having supported the project and having kept this whole thing alive. You guys are fantastic. And yeah, I owe you guys so much for everything, and I hope you guys continue to look forward to how everything progresses. It's been slow, but I hope you guys see how much passion I have for this and how much hard work I'm putting into it. And yeah, thanks guys. It means the world. So, all right, I suppose that wraps up the month of April's Warglaive Gothic update. Yeah, I'm trying to I never do good with these outros, I don't think, but yeah, just leave off on that thank you and hope everyone's doing good.